Welcome everyone. Before watching this video, it is suggested to watch previous video about section 169. You can find link of video in description. Keep in mind the simple example of Mr. A and Mr. B discussed in that previous video. Let's now talk about today's topic. Section 152 subsection 2. This subsection is about payment of profit on debt to non-resident. Let's go to tax regime link. And then click on this green box. Now we are on a slide which is about section 169. From here click on link for our today's discussion. The taxation of this transaction will follow the same pattern as was discussed in video of section 169. Let's go little off topic. Have a look at this example, very carefully. If today is Thursday, and I ask you a question, what is the day today? Then there are two ways to answer it. One way is simple and direct. You can simply answer, today is Thursday. That's it. But there is another, indirect and complicated way to answer it. You can say, today is not Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Friday, not Saturday, and not Sunday. This also means that today is Thursday. Why will one choose the second way of answering a question? There could be so many reasons, but one main reason could be that you don't want me to consider today as any of the days which it is not. So your emphasis is not on what a day today is, instead, your emphasis is on what I should not consider today as any of these 6 days. It's just a matter of emphasis. Income tax ordinance has so many instances where it has defined something by this indirect method. Take for example, the definition of foreign source income. Please refer to section 101, subsection 16. It says that an amount shall be foreign source income to the extent to which it is not Pakistan source income. This section has extensively defined Pakistan source income, and then at end, it says, what is not Pakistan source income is foreign source income. Now we come to our today's topic. If you read section 152, subsection 2, it tells us about taxation of a transaction, which has not been named directly in this subsection. Instead, some transactions have been named, to which this subsection is not applicable. Therefore, transaction has been defined through exclusion of some transactions. So the emphasis is on the point that the subject transaction should not be any of these, which have been excluded. These are the excluded transactions. Royalty or fee for technical services. Payment for contracts and services. Insurance or reinsurance premium. Advertisement services by non-resident media person relaying from outside Pakistan. Fee for offshore digital services. Payment for goods or services or contracts to PE of non-resident. Transactions subject to tax under section 149, 150, 156 and 233. Payment to PE of non-resident, with approval of Commissioner. Payment to representative of non-resident. Payment of exempt amount to non-resident. If a transaction of payment to non-resident is not any of these, then it will be charged to tax at the rate mentioned in red box. Click on red box to know the rate of tax. We are not done yet. If the payment to non-resident is a profit on debt, and which at the same time was not taxable under any of excluded transactions, then it could either be a profit on debt exempt from tax. If it is not the exempt profit on debt, then it will chargeable to tax at the rate mentioned in clause 5A or 5AA. The tax will be deducted at this rate, while making payment of profit on debt to non-resident. The tax deducted will be final tax on income of non-resident. Let's find out which profit on debt is exempt from tax under clause 78. Click on clause 78 to open PDF file. You can pause the video to read it. Let's get back to presentation. Click on clause 79 to open PDF file. You can pause the video to read it. Let's get back to presentation. So now we know which profit on debt to non-resident is exempt from tax. Now click on clause 5A to open PDF file. The tax deducted at the rate of 10% is final tax on income of non-resident. You can pause the video to read it. Let's get back to presentation. Now click on Clause 5AA to open PDF file. The tax deducted at the rate of 10% is final tax on income of non-resident. You can pause the video to read it. Let's get back to our presentation. If we just go back to our 6 basic questions and then go to link for geographical source of income, you can recall that Pakistan source income of non-resident is taxable in Pakistan. So the profit on debt discussed today is Pakistan source income. Therefore, tax must be paid on such income in Pakistan. Let's go back to our relevant slide. Press this home icon. Then tax regime link. Then the green box. Then the relevant link. You must read about today's discussion in Income Tax Ordinance. We hope you have got the idea of this transaction and its taxation. Your questions are welcomed in comments section. See you all in our next video.